Good evening everyone. Today we are going to talk about the first lesson of the third term in your grade 8. Right? It's a small world, lesson 8. We will first go through the activity 8.1. It's an act out. See, it's an incident which happened in an exhibition. Sahan called the exhibition and convention center to get information about an exhibition. Right? Now you can see there is an event manager. So, exhibition and convention center, how can I help you? He asked like that. Then Sahan responses, hello, I would like some information about It's a Small World exhibition, please. Then the event manager replies like this, what would you like to know? Then Sahan, what is it about? That means he wants to know what are the things that can be appeared in that exhibition. Then the event manager replies, well, it's about ICT, that is information and communication technology. The exhibition will show how this field has developed over the past few decades. Then Sahan, you mean how the world has become a global village? Then the event manager replies like this, exactly. The latest developments of technology will be displayed here. There will be a lot of information about this, about its history as well, right? Now we will move to the page number 87. Again, Sahan says, sounds interesting. When will the exhibition be held? Then the event manager replies, it will be held from 12th to 15th June. Right? Then we are open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Then Sahan, how much is a ticket? Then the event manager again replies 50 rupees for adults and 20 rupees for children. Tickets will be sold at the entrance, right? When you enter the exhibition, you can get the tickets. Then Sahan says, thank you. Then at the end, the event manager concludes the conversation by saying, normally you are welcome, right? Then there's an activity for you to do. What is it? Read the conversation and complete the table given in your activity 1 of your workbook regarded to unit 8, right? I suppose you all will continue this activity with regarded to this dialogue. Then I would like to move to activity 8.2, that is an individual activity. You have to read the news items aloud. If you read news items or this kind of text aloud, you will have a very good practice how to speak loudly and how to manage your English. Then we will go through these headlines, right? Then the first is about ABC Company, that is the headline. ABC Company Limited will begin the construction of its new office complex tomorrow. The foundation stone will be laid by the chairman, right? The foundation stone, that means the first stone which is going to be laid, it will be laid by the chairman. Then the next, England and West Indies will face each other in the ICC T20 World Cup final. The match will be played in Kolkata on Sundays. Then the third one, Sri Lanka Scouts Association is holding its national jamboree in Jaffna this time. This event will be declared open by the President tomorrow. Then we will move to the fourth one. A musical evening will be held at the PMICH on 27th May from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. and this event is organized by Sri Lanka Musicians Associations. Then we will move to the last one. Sri Lankan Airlines will launch direct flights from Colombo to Denmark from next month. Passengers who purchase the first 10 air tickets will be given a special discount. Right? I will explain this later. That means the bolded ones. For that purpose, I have to introduce you, what is it? It's passive voice in simple future tense. Before that, I think you should be well aware about the simple future tense in active voice. What is active voice? That means there should be an agent or the subject, then the will plus verb, infinitive verb, then the object. What is this future tense? Future means something which has not happened yet, to be happen. It can be happen tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, like that. Then in active voice, like this, I will go there. She will help me. She didn't help me yet, but she will help me somehow. That is the main idea it derives. Now, I am going to talk about the passive voice of simple future tense. Right. Then, its formation. We are going to discuss about its formation, right? Here, if subject of passive voice is first person and singular as well as plural number, that is I and we use modal verbs shall, right? It's like this. Right? It's like this. That means for I or we can add shall instead of will. Then for subject of second person singular or plural, we use modal verbs will. If subject is third person, think singular as well as plural number, that is like this. What are the third person singulars? He, she, it, and they or any other third persons. That means those are plurals. We use modal verbs again what? It's will. It means we use will for all subjects except first person. But now we can use will also for first persons, like I will be, we will be, like that. Then I am going to teach you how to form passive voice. Here. Now we shall take an example of simple future tense and transform it into passive voice. Right? Have a look here. In active, she will draw a picture today. She hasn't drawn yet, but she will do. She will draw a picture today. See, draw is in base form, right? For this, first you have to be aware of the format of the active sentence, right? As well as in simple future. Then above sentence is in the form how? Subject, will plus verb, then the object. Then in passive, how do we make this passive? That means you have to take this object to the front as an acting subject. It's not the real subject, but it acts as a subject, right? Then you can add will plus be, will be, as well as the past participle of the verb. What are past participles? I think you might be well aware of those things. Simple present, past and past participles. There are three kinds of verb patterns, right? Like this: go, went, go. Come, came, come. Help, helped by adding ed, as well as helped for the past participles by adding ed. Here, this is object in active, will plus be, past participle of the verb. What is the verb of my example? It is draw. Then it's past. The past participles of it is drawn by the subject. Here you can, if you wish to specify the subject, or if you want to mention the subject, you have to add the preposition by. By subject in active plus remain in the words, the other rest, right? Then how do we form the earlier one? Earlier one, right? Here, she will draw a picture. Then how do we form it? A picture will be drawn by her. A picture will be drawn by her. That's how we form. A picture will be drawn by her. If you want to add the remains today, right? Then by her, is this necessary? If it is necessary, why do we speak in passive voice? If you are going to specify the agent of your sentence, it's not necessary to use passive voice, but you can. But here we mainly focus our attention to the verb which is experienced by someone or something. What is it? A picture will be drawn today. That's how we form simple future passive voice, right? Then I would like to introduce you some verb lists: simple present, past and past participles. It is in my word file. Right? How do we form it? what happened? No, the first one. Not this one. Not this one. Activities. Files ටික නැත්.
ඈ?
Right. Okay, right. Now we will do a small activity. What is it? Tell the past participle verb of the given words. This is what you have to do with me, right? Here, these are the verbs of infinitive forms, and now you have to tell me the past participle, only the past participle of this, right? Come. What is it? The past participle of this is came, C-A-M-E. Then go, it's past participle, right? I'm going to talk about past as well as past participle. Is that okay? Then come, came, come. Here, this should be filled, come. Then go, went, go. G-O-N-E, go. Then here for write, what is the past participle? It's written, W-R-I-T-T-E-N, written. Then here write, it is written, R-I-D-D-E-N, written. Then for eat, what is it? The past participle, eaten, E-A-T-E-N. Then for buy, bought, it's bought, B-O-U-G-H-T, bought. Then for bring, it is brought, B-R-O-U-G-H-T, brought. Then for sell, it is sold, S-O-L-D, sold. Then we will move to a small activity. What you have to do is, you have to turn these sentences into passive voice, right? All these sentences are in active voice. Why? Because you can see the doer. The doer, the subject or the agent appears at the front. See? Look at the first one. She will do this soon. Here, this is the subject. Will do becomes the verb, and this, that is the object. So, as I told you earlier, you have to get the object to the front to make it passive. Then this comes to the front. This will be, what is the past participle verb? Done. This will be done soon. That's all. Then we will move to the second one. The teacher will by the daily. The teacher will teach this lesson. The teacher will teach this lesson. Then here, subject, will plus verb, this is the object. Then this should go to the first. If you are going to write it, your this here, T should be capital, right? Then this lesson will be taught, T-A-U-G-H-T, taught, that is all. This lesson will be taught, if you want, by the teacher. It's not necessary, right? Then number 3, all the students will buy the daily newspaper. All the students will buy the daily newspaper. Then what is the subject here? The students? No, all the students. All the students will buy the daily newspaper. What is the object here? Can you guess? Yeah, I think that is the daily newspaper. Then T should be capital if you are going to write it. The daily newspaper will be bought. B-O-U-G-H-T, bought. Then fourth one, we will move to the fourth one, right? My brother will buy a new computer. My brother will buy a new computer. Here, what is the subject? It's my brother. Then the verb will buy. Then the rest is object, a new computer. How do you form this into passive? A new computer, A should be capital. A new computer will be bought. B-O-U-G-H-T, will be bought. Then next, all the students will use new technology to learn. Then all the students, that is the agent, will use, that is the verb. Then new technology to learn. What is the object there? New technology. New technology will be used, U-S-E-D, to learn. New technology will be used to learn. Then sixth one, they will hold an exhibition. Here the agent is they, will hold becomes the verb, then an exhibition that is the object. Then we are going to take that object to the front. How? An exhibition will be held by them. An exhibition will be held by them. Then seventh one, the teacher will introduce the new technology. The teacher will introduce the new technology. The new technology. The new technology, that means the not the prevailed one, a new one to be introduced, right? The new technology will be introduced. The new technology will be introduced. Then we will move to the eighth one. The manager will display the latest developments. The manager will display the latest developments. How do we form this into passive? The latest developments altogether comes to the front. The latest developments will be displayed, right? The latest developments will be displayed. Then ninth one, we will read the book soon. However, we will read it. We will read the book soon. The book will be read. This with the same spellings, right? The book will be read soon. Then 10th, last one. She will make a tasty cake. Then here the subject is she. Then as you know now, what is the verb? Will make. Then the object is a tasty cake. Now you have to take that one to the front. A tasty cake will be made. A tasty cake will be made if you want by her, but it doesn't, it is not necessary to mention the doer, right? Now we will practice this again, right? I think it's better. You practice with me. Let's start from the first one, right? How? This will be done soon. Then the second one, this lesson will be taught. Third one, the daily newspaper will be bought. A new computer will be bought. New technology will be used to learn. An exhibition will be held. The new technology will be introduced. The latest developments will be displayed. The book will be read soon. A tasty cake will be made. Right, then we will go back to the presentation. Here, see, in passive voice of simple future tense, right, positive, negative, interrogative, that means questionnaire, and negative interrogative, that means negative questionnaires, we use past participle, third form of verb, right, as I introduced like right now. Then keep in mind that we should right? Keep in mind that we should arrange the sentence in the following form, right? How? The acting subject, it's the real object of the active voice, right? Then object of the active sentence, shall or will plus be, then past participle, third form of the verb. Then by plus subject of the active sentence. Now, we will look at some examples of future tense transformation to passive voice, right? Then have a look again. She will draw a picture today. I think you are familiar with this. A picture will be drawn by her. It is not necessary, right? A picture will be drawn by her. Then here what I have to mention you is the subject of she in active voice becomes her as the object of her. Then modal verbs will and be is added. Past participle of verb draw, that is drawn, is taken. These are the small changes which you can see when you are transforming an active sentence into passive. Right, now take your workbook. We will go back to the workbook. Now, it's your homework, right? I am going to assign you to do that workbook activity regarded to Unit 8. The first one. Then we will move to the pupil's book. Right. It's page number 88. Turn to page number 88. Passive voice, simple future tense. How do we form it? Will plus be, past participle verb. See, these are extracted from your dialogue. The musical show will be held on 27th May. The musical show will be held on 27th May. And the other, the foundation stone will be laid by the chairman. And go back to the page number 87. Here, the headlines which we read earlier, here, I am going to take your attention only for the bolded things, like bolded text. In the first one, the foundation stone will be laid by the chairman. That is simply, you can guess it's a passive one. Next, the match will be played in Kolkata on Sunday. The match will be played, right, in Kolkata on Sunday. Then the next, this event will be declared open by the president tomorrow. This event somehow will be declared open by the president tomorrow. Then next, a musical evening will be held at the BMICH on 27th May from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. A musical evening will be held. Then the last one, passengers. Passengers who purchase the first 10 air tickets will be given passive, will be given a special discount. For whom? The passengers who purchase the first 10 air tickets, they will be given a special discount. Right, then in your pupils book, turn to page number 87. Page number 87. Right. Then to 88. These are the pages which should be marked for you to study later, right? Then page number 88 at the bottom. I think you can see there is a chart in your pupils book. In this chart, you can see active, passive sentences. We will go through one by one. The first is in active voice. What is it? The choir will sing the song. The choir will sing the song. Then in passive, the same sentence should be transformed into passive like this. How? The song, it appears as the acting subject of the passive. Then the song will be, what is the verb here? Sung. Sing, sang, sung. Will be sung by the choir. Then the second one. The director will deliver the welcome speech. You can identify this sentence as an active one because you can see the doer. Who is it? Or what is it? The director. The director and the person's action appears next. What is it? Will deliver the welcome speech. You can identify the object, then you have to take this object to the front. How? In passive, the welcome speech will be delivered by the director. The welcome speech will be delivered by the director. Then, at the bottom of the page, they have mentioned some examples. Can you see? We will go through one by one. Shops will be closed tomorrow. It is in passive. Shops will be closed tomorrow. Can you make it into active? Let's make how. They will close shops tomorrow. Simple. Then second one, in passive, dinner will be served at 1 o'clock. Dinner will be served at 1 o'clock. Right? Then the third one, the work will be finished soon. However, by whom anyone will finish it, but we don't want to know that. But our main attention focuses on the action and whom it's going, not for the people who are going to finish it. We are only focusing on the attention. How? The work will be finished soon. Then, in your pupils book, page number 89, there is a nice activity. What is it? Activity 8.3. Write the past participle form of the verbs given in activity 2 of the workbook unit 8. Right? It is what you should do when you are free in your workbook activity. What is it? You have to write the past participle forms of the given verbs. We did an activity like that. Then we are moving to activity 8.4. This is the last activity. We are going to talk about simple future passive. Now pay your attention well, right? What is the question? Complete the sentences using passive voice future form. Passive voice future form or passive voice future tense. How? The formation is given. Will plus be plus past participle. Right. Then we will go through one by one. Then the first is, what is it? The school prize giving blank. In the brackets you are giving the verb what? Hold. Next week. How do you make it into passive? Yeah, what you have to do is add the past participle of the verb. Others are given, other things are given here. Then how? The school prize giving will be held next week. The school prize giving will be held next week. Second, the parents of the prize winners. What's your answer? The parents of the prize winners will be invited. Third one, the welcome speech blank, the verb is given as deliver by the principal. How do we form? The welcome speech will be delivered by the principal. The welcome speech will be delivered by the principal. Then fourth one, the prizes blank distribute by the chief guest. The prizes blank distribute by the chief guest. Then how do we form it? The prizes will be distributed by the chief guest. The prizes will be distributed by the chief guest. Then last one, we are going to talk about the last one. The wet blank cover. in the brackets you are given the verb cover by the school media unit. How do we form it? The event will be covered by the school media unit. Right, then there's a nice activity for you to do regarding passive voice. Again, fill in the blanks. In activity 8.5, the same page 89. What is it? Complete the blanks in passive voice, future tense form. First, when you are going to fill blanks in a paragraph, first you have to go through the passage well. Now, we will read it together. The Indian national cricket team will arrive in Sri Lanka today for a 3 weeks tour. The players, blank, in the brackets you are given, welcome by the President of the Sri Lanka Cricket Board at the Bandaranaike International Airport. During the tour, the two teams will play 1 test match and 3 one-days. Matches, blank, in the brackets you are given, hold in Colombo, Galle, Pallekele. Virat Kohli will captain the Indian team while Sri Lanka, blank, lead, in the brackets you are given the verb lead by Angelo Matthews. Tickets, blank, sell, in the brackets you are given the verb sell at the Sri Lanka cricket head office from tomorrow. All the matches, blank, the verb is given telecast live on Rupavahi. Right, now together we will fill the blanks. The Indian national cricket team will arrive in Sri Lanka today for a 3-week tour. The players, what is your answer? Will be welcomed because they haven't arrived yet. So, the whole text should be written in passive, written in future passive or active, whatever it is, it should be in future because this team haven't arrived yet. Right? The players will be welcomed by the President of the Sri Lanka Cricket Board at the Bandaranaike International Airport. Then, during the tour, what is going to happen? During the tour, the two teams will play 1 test match and 3 one-days. Who are the two teams? Sri Lankan team and the Indian national cricket team. Right? Those two teams will play in future. This is active, right? The two teams will play. Here the subject, the two teams, verb will play and you can see the object there. It is active. The two teams will play 1 test match and 3 one-days. Matches, what is your answer? Will be held. Will be held in Colombo, Galle and Pallekele. Virat Kohli will captain the Indian team while Sri Lanka, what is your answer? Will be led by Angelo Matthews. Will be led by Angelo Matthews. Tickets will be sold. Tickets will be sold at the Sri Lanka Cricket Head Office from tomorrow. Here, the tomorrow words gives you that the text is in future. Right? Tickets will be sold at the Sri Lanka Cricket Head Office from tomorrow. all the matches, what is your answer? All the matches will be telecasted live on Rupavahini. Check your answers. The last one should be all the matches will be telecasted live on Rupavahini. Then there's another activity, activity 8.6. It's a reading activity. What is it? Read the descriptions and match them with the sections of the newspaper. Right? This is the lesson and this is what we are going to discuss by next week. Up to that, you should be well aware of simple future tense in active voice as well as passive voice. Right. Then right, then I will give you a small note for you to remember. This is the active voice sentence. How do we form it? Subject plus will. Plus verb plus object. This is the active voice formation. Subject, will plus verb, then the object. She will draw a picture. Right? When you are going to make this passive, that object should come to the front like how? Acting subject. Acting subject, then plus what? Will be. How do we change the verb? It should be past participle. Then what? By plus the subject. If you want, you can add it by, what is it? Acting object. It is not the real object, it is acting object. This is how. A picture will be drawn by her. She becomes her. A picture will be drawn by her. I think if it's better if you note this down and keep in your mind. This is how we are going to form simple future in passive voice. Alright. Then have a nice day. You got it. Finish. 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 I finished it. Grade 8. 9. Then Pataka. Is it going to start right now? Okay. I ended.